Corners and wagers game week 9 in the Premier League. I got 4 corners bets for everyone this week, 10-5 on the season. Rotowire.com/soccer trial, 48-hour trial. But also check out there. We'll have an article up. Also check out our YouTube. We'll have DFS content and another betting show up there with Chris Owen. First game I am talking about will be Brighton, our home against Wolverhampton. I got Brighton -1.5 corners in the first half. That's -110 odds. First bet I'm talking about, but this was the last one I put together. I was a little iffy on it, but some of this may depend on how Wolverhampton play. They brought out 3 center backs in the game against Man City the last match. We'll see if they do that again. Brighton dealing with some injuries, but Matoma should be back in the 11. I think Brighton at home. Just a better team overall, and I think they're going to get those corners in the first half. So Brighton -1.5 corners in the first half, -110. You can also take second half if you don't think Brighton score a couple goals in the first half. So second half corners would be also -110 odds as well. Next game, we got Everton, our home against Fulham. I think this is going to be a pretty open match. There's going to be corners on both sides. I like both teams to get corners. I also was looking at over 10.5, over 11.5. You get plus odds at over 11.5 corners in this match. But I think this one may be a little safer here. Everton race to 3 corners. That is -105. Instead of going 5 corners, 7 corners, we're just going to say, okay, Everton are at home at Goodison here. Final season in Goodison. Sasa Lukic is still out. Joachim Andersen is suspended for Fulham. Everton getting some guys back. Branthwaite getting a little healthier. Branthwaite's going to be back on the back line. And they're Patterson might be on the bench as well. They're getting guys back. Michaelenko started last week. So I think this is a good spot for Everton, also having some confidence after their win against Ipswich. So let's just take them, get going early here against a team still trying to figure things out without Sasa Lukic in the midfield and without Joachim Andersen. So Everton race at 3 corners, -105. I got a couple more races that we're looking at in Sunday's matches. So Tottenham travel to Crystal Palace. They played Thursday in the Europa League, and Tottenham are at Crystal Palace. So pretty much against everyone this season, Tottenham are just racking up corners, controlling the ball, getting possession. Whether they score or not, doesn't matter. Through getting a ton of corners. Crystal Palace, we saw them against Nottingham Forest midweek or on Monday. Didn't look that great. Adam Wharton might have to get a surgery on his groin. We'll see what happens there. He didn't start on Monday, so that takes away a little bit in their midfield as well. Just think it's going to be Spurs here. So we know we're going to assume here that Crystal Palace aren't getting 7 corners. So just take instead of Spurs over 6.5 corners, let's just do race to 7 corners. That is +120 odds. And then the similar vein, also going on Sunday at the same time, Chelsea are home against Newcastle. Chelsea also played Thursday. As they normally do in Europa Conference League, they just rotate their entire side, so I'm not really worried about that. Newcastle really haven't figured things out yet this season. They lost at home against Brighton last week, couldn't get that goal, but I think this is going to be a spot where Chelsea, they're at home, they're going to have more of the ball. I'm not sold on Newcastle yet. And again, a similar situation. I believe Chelsea over 6.5 corners is like -110, something in there. So let's just do Chelsea race to 7 corners, +110 odds. I think they're going to control the ball. I think they're going to get more opportunities. Let's hope it results in corners. So that's Chelsea race to 7 corners, +110 odds. Those are my 4 corner bets for game week 9 in the Premier League. Again, check out rotowire.com/soccer for more betting content, some more bets. Check out our YouTube page, youtube.com/@RotoWireSoccer. Give a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel. Got a lot of bets coming for you. Got a lot of other stuff going on over at RotoWire as well. So check that out. But thank you for listening to this. Any questions, find me on Twitter @RotoZdroik.